Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. So in the last video, I jumped onto Neja to try them out again on some higher difficulty content just to get a feel for what I thought about them. And yet again, I was kind of very pleasantly surprised with how they performed. You know, I have a heck of a lot more time in the saddle with Rhino. Obviously, I would argue his kit is one of the easiest to use in the game, so simplicity of use also, but I mean, he kind of functions in a similar fashion. He's got a built-in shield. I think you could argue that Overguard is a bit more useful just off the cuff. But today I wanted to jump back onto Rhino Prime here, which I have done, and I want to show you a few things that I have done. I had Enodem on for quite a while, but I ended up not using it as much. I mean, it's okay, but in the higher difficulty content, it doesn't work quite as well. And I had used the Harmony. I had unlocked it during the event, but I had used it and ranked it up just from playing in the Duviri circuit. So it was already max rank. So I'm going to show you what I did to this. It seemed like it was one of the heaviest hitting melees that I had, and indeed you can kind of see the heavy attack, and that's kind of the main thing, just this harmonic resonance. It sounds really, really awesome. So what I did was I built it for status chance, and then just added on as many possible things I could, and the intent is just to hit heavies with it. I also put one of the Exilus slots on there so I could get Mentor's Legacy on. I'm using Melee Afflictions, which is a tier 2 melee arcane mod that I had. I don't know whether or not this will actually come into effect, how often you would be knocking down or flinging people, but if I do, it sounds like it gets multiple additional stacks for status effects in tandem with how this just does everything at once. Sounds pretty good. Got the Reaping Spiral set up, maxed out. The Tennokai on, which this is the first thing I've had it on. I read about it when it dropped, but I haven't used it at all. I did Condition Overload. Since we're going heavy status, it's got a ton of different statuses and a really high chance to proc. Melee Prowess, of course, for more status chance. This is the one I have on here. Heavy Attack Efficiency was a nice separate boon that I added in the background, plus rad. Life Strike, since I'm going to be doing heavy attacks a lot. Don't know how super useful that'll be, but I had a few leftover points, so I decided that's what I would throw on. Fever Strike maxed out on there. Vicious Frost, because this one gives cold plus status chance. Killing Blow for heavy attack windup specifically, plus additional damage on heavies, and then Pressure Point for just base melee damage. So it's got some pretty sick looking numbers it's got built up. I have not tested this yet at all. Then the next thing I wanted to show you on Rhino Prime, nope, I did nothing different there. Felarx, I did make a minor change. I took off the Hell's Chamber and maxed out my first Galvanize mod I picked up in the last or second to last video. So we've got, it's got slightly lower multi-shot base than Hell's Chamber. However, on eliminations, you get plus 30% multi-shot for 20 seconds that can stack up to 4 times. So the potential for even more ridiculous multi-shot is tremendous with this mod, it seemed. I left everything else basically the same, and I saw some people mention on my comments, hey, why are you rolling, crit with the setup you did on your Incarnans? I'm not, for the Felarx specifically, I'm not turning it into Incarnate form. I don't like it as well, so I didn't think it mattered that much if I had crit on here. Obviously, the chance is already really low, but I decided that it would still be best to keep some more multi-shot on here. So I kept Vigilant Offense, got a little reload speed buff. Basically, everything else I kept the same on the Felarx, though I have yet to adjust the Laetum, because I have that same, if you're not critting, plus 2,000 percent damage chance. And right here, obviously, this has almost a 1 in 2 chance to crit. So what I want to do is just come over here and see if there's anything I have on here. Yeah, Pistol Gambit, that's got to come off. Target Cracker, that's got to come off. So that's going to throw a lot more points back into the pool. So what I do want to do is just make a quick adjustment to Laetum. I'm just going to sort through these real quick, see which ones I want to grab. Then I'll show you what I decided to replace those two crit chance. You know, obviously it has a little bit built into it, but we want to keep that as low as possible. So nothing else I have on here is for crit. So I'm just going to find some more useful mods I could throw on here in their place and try to use up as much of this point pool as I can. And then we will jump in, and I'm going to head over to the Sanctum Anatomica. I think if I just grind out today, I should have the rep I need for that next level, which should be rank 4. So one step closer to another means of grabbing Archon shards every week. So that's what I'm doing here. So let's see. Status chance, fire rate, Hornet strike. We've already got. Not maxed out, but we could do. All right, guys. So I finished filling out my mods on here. Obviously, once I get into Incarnate, it's going to have the radiation damage anyway. So we've got Corrosive, Impact. It already had some Slash, and I had a couple points left over, so I just threw on a base Razor Shot to use up all the points in the point pool. Yeah, this is already potatoed. So what we've got on here is this setup, which gets the crit off, but adds, you know, some other stuff that's also useful. This was another one. Since it already had a pretty decent status chance, it's greater than 50% for stuff to proc, and this also threw in a little additional reload speed in the background. I thought that might be useful, so that's how we're going to try the Laetum. We lowered the crit chance quite a bit, which was the ultimate goal of the setup for this. I had it way too high, so I'm hoping that this is going to be a bit more useful. That is the adjustments that I made, and we are going to head on over to Deimos, head to the Anatomica, and we're going to see if we can finish getting this next rep level done and also get to try out this Harmony while we're at it. So I'm actually pretty excited about this. I've got pretty high hopes that this will work out okay.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Double check the standing. 23.5 is daily. So yeah, I'll have just enough to be able to do it before the next reset in 5 hours. So let's just back out of that. Bounties. What's the top one? Collect Murmur Eyes. That's Assassination. Okay. Disruption. Exterminate. Those don't normally take too long. Why don't I start with a 5,000? So we're just going to jump in, and if this ends up just taking too long, I'll swap it to that third tier because the exterminate ones normally go reasonably quickly. But this is where we're going to start today, guys. Really curious to try out these adjustments.
The Murmur's envoy lurks somewhere within the Great Indifference. To find it, administer a visionary serum to our Vitrium scanners. Equip yourself with an Atropos probe that you may pierce the Vitrium with it.
Aha! Get a quick little bit of energy back in the till. Let's go head to the point.
A Vitrium. Administer the Atropos serum and defend the boggling eye as it searches. The Murmur stares back at us. Take its eyes. They will lead you to your target. Quickly now!
Okay. Gonna keep this clear. Looks like we got another big guy down here. Somebody trying to get cheeky.
Insufficient! We must outstare the murmur. Fetch a probe and narcotize another vitrium.
All right.
Acquire a fresh probe to do.
I think we got the probe. I guess that's done. I'm gonna head back. I assume it was one of the book enemies, the flying books. They normally show up red on the map.
Conceals the eye of indifference. Destroy it. Seize what lies within.
Yeah, no problem.
Eject the vitriums one at a time.
All right,
By all
that's
means,
16.
make this a group project.
One up here.
Plenty of eyeballs to go around. But do be careful. Go bipeds.
Gotta take the one out up there. I think it's out. Yep.
Your necromech will be waiting at the designated dispenser. You may fire when ready.
Attackers! Keep them clear of the vitrium.
Yep. Got one up here. Got one over here. Okay. Okay. So then we've got this one down here. Perfect. I wonder if there's a way to get even faster wind-up speed on the heavy on Harmony. Sure does hit hard, though. There's probably some additional mods that are slightly different that add some more wind-up speed. That's my guess. Okay. Looks like we've got one up and yep, okay, they got that one. Perfect. Yep, just keep the crowds cleared. So we need 5 more. Murmur eyes. Getting there.
Success! The victory beholds the sword.
Somebody's down back here. I think they respawn, maybe.
Now or never. Challenge it.
Yeah, we're en route. We're almost there. There we go.
Here comes the tide. Let it break itself against you.
I guess we could have skipped that, but that's okay. I'll just leave it.
It manifests this war. Steel yourself and attack!
there. There we go. Get somebody's companion up.
As it was written,
And
so
out.
has it come to pass. The awaited operator has slain the many-armed envoy.
Yeah, that didn't take too long.
Mara Loke.
It's probably, what, 10 minutes? So I can be done with this in under an hour for the rank up. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to run this a few more times. No sense in showing all of these runs. That's all I'm doing. I'm testing it out. I'll play around a bit more with the harmony as well. Seems to hit nice and hard, but I want to see if there's any other mod that I somehow missed that will give a bit of an addition to the wind-up speed. Not that I think it's down to 1.2 seconds. That's not super long, but if I could get it under a second, it would make it even more useful. Good run, guys. Appreciate it. Revenant Prime. Alright, guys, so I'm just going to do my grinding in the background, and when I'm ready for the next rank up with Cavia, we'll do a cut. I expect there will be another little story, bit of the back lore on there, so quick cut, and we'll be back. Alright, guys, that took maybe 40 minutes, give or take. Pretty quick. I should have all of the standing that I need for the upgrade. Yes, I do. And I just do have the Lanthorn. Yeah, I need quite a bit more of that. May need to spend a bit more time in the Zariman. But
stood with us.
Let's rank it up. Get the next bit of story.
Thank you. Tagva has requested we gather.
Okay.
I hope you will be there.
Sure.
Cornucopia.
I think I'll take that one.
With my compliments.
This time.
All right. Tagfa, Fibonacci.
Listen, I can work with the fish. The murmur has to be kept in check.
Tagva,
Like it or not, the fish is more clued in to Albrecht's diseased brain than I could ever be. If I'm going to find that prick, I need the fish.
Tagva, you won't regret this. I promise.
Goes to show, fish. You ain't as smart as you'd like. And your promises are shit. I already do.
He made you a widow, but he made me a murderer!
Hey! Hey! Hey, 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 hey! If this is smart, I want to be dumb. Yell, 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 yell! Hit and hurt and hurt! We lost it all. We lost green and run and food want and smell follow and sky blue and min. And all we got for all that losing are these big brains. Big brains in each other. And you want to lose that too? Brains by being dumb and each other by throwing us away. We're all we got. Nobody knows what it's like being us. Nobody but us. You're not mad at each other. You're mad at you. You can't hurt everything that hurt you. Sometimes things just hurt. Sometimes things not wrong. Sometimes things just are. We're all we have left. And you want that to die too. And knock it off!
The sea rises. The light fails. lovers cling to each other and children cling to us. The moment we cease to hold each other, the moment we break faith with one another, the sea engulfs us, and the light goes out.
What's that?
Something from Albrecht's library.
No. I mean, what's that? You don't look right. Shit. Neither do I. Lloyd?
Your color. The void sickness is advancing. Remaking you the way the murmur remakes everything.
Lloyd?
I'm close to a means to reverse the process. I think.
You think?
I need to return to my instruments. Forgive me.
Bird 3. Bird? Hey. Bird?
Well, at least they're starting to realize the reality of their situation. It's a rather sad bit of story here.
Once more, unto the breach.
What's required for the next one? Oh, good. 10 Lanthorn, which I really don't
Lloyd.
have squat at all.
Lloyd is prepared for us to undergo treatment.
Oh, whoops. I should have let him continue doing that. What happens if I click on this again? Will he resume his speech? No, I might have just accidentally missed a bit that I wanted to hear. All right, guys. Well, we got that done. So, whoops. Let me think. I think they're upstairs. Not that I couldn't just fast travel, but...
Friends and me not. Oh, I knew you'd come back.
Yep. So that requires rank 5. So we got to go 2 more definitely before we can get to that. But it'll be really nice to be able to just throw in some standing just from bounty running and throw in and grab a quick shard. That's not bad. Now, I am extremely hesitant to do so. But obviously,
Our work goes on.
I know that there is one more means on this really high difficulty thing over here.
Go.
The Netracells, that's it.
Netracells. Let's go.
So you could possibly get shards, including it looks like a Talforge, but you could also possibly get melee arcane, or what's the other one? The arcane adapter. So that's not a bad loot pool, but I think I want to wait a little while before I jump into the Netracell hunts. I mean,
You really got something better to do?
it's a possibility on a drop, and it's brutally difficult enemy levels, like 200 plus.
One must make the best of things.
So what I think I might do is just leave the Anatomica here. That gets a good bit of standing work, but I think I'm going to head back over to the Zariman and see if I can maybe target farm some Lanthorns for a little bit. Just still slowly working on upgrades while I'm at it as well, guys. I think I'm about halfway to rank 4 with the Holdfasts as well. So let me just say busy. I'm going to pop in. I'm going to double check it. See if it's not an outrageously expensive pinion plume today. Pick one of those up when they're like void gel orb and something else that's easy to get. Those are the ones I like to pick up. So let me start by fast traveling over to Yanta.
There are whole decks
We'll just
empty
check it.
except for the angels. They're singing like something big is
Pinion,
coming.
orb, and Threx plasma. Yep,
Whatever
those
damage
are the
time
ones
has
you want to
done,
pick up
We can undo it.
for sure. And what's my daily standing limit with them? I'm at 48 of 70. So I could do some quills, I suppose. What if I just say 9 of these? Nope, that would waste 500. So let's say 8. Confirm, plus I'll do 1 down, confirm, then we'll redeem. We've got 1,500 to go. Oh, so the cap 3,000. So yeah, I can do this real quick. Let's just take 3 downs and do it. 3, okay, redeem. That should hit us our next level. Perfect. Yep, so let's go talk to Quinn.
This place is one bad decision. Let's
Rank
go
up.
forward in mutual trust.
Quill, Thrax, Footgel. Yep, easy one. Got it.
Here's what we've got. Such
And
as
I'm
it is.
sure I'll get a bit of story on this too. So that's just, you know, decorative stuff. I think I would rather have one of these. Amp ammo efficiency. I guess that's not a bad one to put on the operator. Yeah, I know I already have one. I'll take that too. A little bit of story.
The children barricaded themselves in. The parents were insane, feral.
But not us. And we couldn't forget our guilt.
So we tried to save the children.
I watched the parents tear you to pieces, Humbask.
Then when they threw themselves on you, you blew yourself up. And Quinn, the children didn't understand he was a friend. They blasted him to ash.
And you?
An honor I did not deserve. I awarded myself the Jade Light.
Interesting. So uncommon is 3 Lanthorn drops from the Void Armageddon. And I think, yeah, rare on that one. Rare on that one. Nothing on that one. Nothing on that one. I guess this is probably the best one to choose for trying to get a Lanthorn drop. So I'll just pop in and see if with any luck I get that drop in here. I don't remember if this is something you can search for. I think it's just like the quills. I don't think you can pick up Lanthorn, you know, just walking around the map. Maybe I'm wrong about that though. I don't remember. Either way, we're gonna pop in. We'll run one, see if we get lucky.
Armaments in position.
So we just have to take down a Void Angel.
To the oral works. Unauthorized persons are not permitted near the reliquary.
Brace for a fresh wave. You got some Argosine? Go build. Argosine canister inbound.
Almost there. Good enough.
Construction complete.
Okay, they're setting up some on that side.
ready.
Oh, it's one of
Enemies
those.
inbound. More Argosine. Don't waste it.
Okay. Yeah. The shotgun is nasty. Okay.
The Void Angel just woke up and
Go
is
after
looking
the
to
Void
snack
Angel.
on the relic.
Should be all we need to do to wrap this one up, so this will be pretty quick.
The Angel is trying to retreat into the void so it can heal. Follow it and stop it.
Sometimes it's a little janky when you try to get in here, I have noticed. Okay.
Yes! It won't be shrugging that off. All the fighting down there in Oro Works is one hell of a useful distraction.
Grab that. I'm with this guy. Let's just, I don't know what that Eternal Relic
They're
is
throwing
about.
more losers at you.
I don't know if it's possible to interact with it at some point.
Reckon you could use more Argosine?
I'm sure there's some point to it. Void Plume. No Lanthorn. Yeah. It's just the RNG. Well, I'm definitely going to be spending some time running those. No big deal. You get lucky sometimes. You get less lucky other times. But even while running them, I pick up plenty of the Void Plumes. So, you know, you need those for the rank ups anyway for the steadfast standing or holdfast standing. So yeah, no big deal. It was worth just doing one quick run. So I'm going to leave there. Kind of where I want to finish off today is I would like to jump back over to Steel Path and stick with Rhino with my modified setup here. Whoops. And just see with the Harmony melee on now and the adjustments to Laetum and Felarx how it goes.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master the canvas of war.
Okay, there we go. Now we got a few people in here.
This tower is ours now. Tower lost. Tower online. We have lost control of a tower. We are dominating. Keep it up.
Okay. Yeah, just having another extra set of hands. 3, yeah, I don't mind these with 3. It's when there's fewer than 3 that it's supremely irritating. I feel like I lost a weapon. Did it get knocked down out of the map? I have no idea. No, I have my weapons here. They're both here. There's just an enemy that's like knocked down out of the map. No clue where they are. Can't get to them. Guess it doesn't matter.
Enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it. The enemy have captured a tower.
Alright, so we'll save that for if an acolyte comes invading.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Okay. This is quite a bit different and significantly less bad than anticipated here, so.
We have successfully decoded the message. Clear the area. Extraction is available, but there are more messages to be decoded. Will you stay or go?
I'm gonna vote with go, but we should probably at least take down the malice. Yeah, I'm with you. Well played, team.
You've learned here will serve
They are
you well.
broadcasting another message. Make sure the enemy never receives it.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. They're always mad. Okay. So that got through the one that I thought was going to be really brutal without a group. So very, very fortunate that a group popped in. Okay, rescue. This is one I think I might want to try solo. Any of the, multiple points or guard the point with these enemy levels so high that just take so much more work to get down. Yeah, those are the ones that I want to play with the group. But let's try one more rescue, a solo rescue. We'll see how this goes. Don't dislike Rhino for this. Rhino's still good. After having done 3 Steel Path missions with Zephyr, Zephyr feels, definitely a bit more tanky, even though I didn't really ever consider him a tank.
These foes deserve your respect.
They functionally are,
Honor
and they absolutely
deaths,
feel it.
And I with your victory.
Find the captive as soon as you can. We don't have much time.
I know. I'm working on it, Lotus. It's also, though, important to make sure that my... Whoops. My Laetum is primed in case an Acolyte decides to come play Tickle Tickle. Hey, look, you can jump wherever you want to jump. Harmony does hit hard, guys. It is a good melee. There is no denying that. I mean, honestly, even its base swing hits pretty hard.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Get a little energy back in the tank. Down you go, heavy. I don't need to get cute with that turret. Whoops. Not at all what I was trying to do. Okay, so this is the climb up. How far up do I have to go? Guess at least one more level. Yeah, I hear you. I know. Okay. One more level down.
Watch yourself. Grineer are
close.
on the way.
Yep, I know.
You
They're
are
always on the way.
holding area. Careful. If
Okay.
the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
So we'll head up this way.
That was a close one.
Was it? Yep.
Here are the holding cells. Search each one for the hostage. Hurry up. You are running out of time.
Not sure if I have the ability to use ciphers on this. Let's find out if I do. Yep, it's not that one. It's not that one.
I knew you would come.
And there we go. So let's just...
Prisoner located. We need to get them back to command in one piece. Find your way to the exits, and don't leave the subject behind.
Just gonna try to get through this as quickly as I can to try to get them out of here. Titania would have been awesome for this. Or Wukong. I expect I'll make this though. I'm not trying to engage, I'm just trying to get through it.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, no real problem there. I do like the harmony. It does work quite well. Obviously, I've been primarily using it for its heavy attack, but I might try just some of its standard attacks as well to just, see what I think. Could use it like most of the other melees, standard, heavy, when you need to hit the really big ones. We'll try it out. But either way, yeah, I feel like the adjustments have worked pretty well on the weapons there. Taking the crits off on the Incarnate on the Laetum definitely helped. Well, not fully off because it already has some intrinsic, but it definitely lowered the crit. So that worked pretty well. But yeah, guys, we got through a couple of those. Got some good XP farming with various factions, syndicates, whatever you want to call them, done in the background. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to burn completely through the steel path. Obviously, there's plenty to go. What is 120, 130 different mission nodes? 140, I forget. It's a lot. But either way, that was a decent quick test. And I liked how it felt. And for the next video, just to give you a sense of what I'm thinking, I have yet to do it, but I know there is steel path variation of the Duviri circuit, which I don't even know what to expect when I jump into that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking I might try, just to see what possible loot drops. As I understand, you can get incarnates from that from folks in my comments. Obviously, I'm still playing collect on the frames I don't have, so to show you, I think I picked, I forget who it is. Normal mode for Duviri. Did I say circuit, or must be completed first before attempting steel path? Oh, I haven't done the lone story? Really? I thought that I did. Interesting. Well, I guess that's what I'll do next is the lone story. I didn't even realize. I thought that that's where I started. But that's okay. So the circuit this week I chose, who is it? Yeah, Korra. That's right. And I haven't done. I tend to do these on Saturdays, Saturday afternoon when I'm up early for my weekend work shifts anyway. So yeah, that's when I normally bang these out. No big deal. But Korra, no clue who's next on the rotation next week. Feel like I've done, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 rotations now since I started doing this. So it's got to be coming close. But yeah, I guess that answers that, guys. Next video, I'm going to tackle the Duviri lone story since I've evidently yet to do that. And then once I complete that, it looks like I'll have the option to go into steel path versions of the circuit. So just a few other things. Like I said, guys, I'm sticking to my original plan. I'm not going to get inundated with jumping all over the place. I'm just going to, here's what I want to do today, focus on that, and get it done. So that's going to be the next one, Lone Story on Duviri. But regardless, yeah, I liked the test. Got some good syndicate faction rank ups. and got to test some adjustments on Rhino Prime here on Steel Path, and yeah, I think it works well. The harmony in particular is really impressing me as a melee. Really, really strong. That's probably what I'm going to keep playing around for a little bit. Obviously, I have plenty left to test, and I have a ton of new weapons in MR fodder for more mastery rank work that I have yet to play, that all I got to do is hop into a little onslaught, but yeah, all in due time, guys. Regardless, that is going to do it for today. As always, I do sincerely appreciate you checking in, and we will catch ya on the next one.